All right.
Now we
Rachel.
are.
Good morning, everyone. I am calling the meeting special category grant review meeting back to order. It is 9:03 a.m. My name is Alyssa Lotane. I'm the director of the Division of Historical Resources and also the State Historic Preservation Officer. And if I can find my list really quick, I want to do a quick roll call just to make sure we have everyone here. And we introduced ourselves yesterday, so if you just answer that you're here. Dr. Bentz?
I'm here.
John Browning?
Here, I'm here.
Parker Destin is excused. David Drysdale?
I'm here.
Thank you. Dr. Michael Francis?
Present.
Rick Gonzalez?
Here.
David Hoyt?
Here.
And Kathleen Kaufman?
I'm here.
John Phelps?
Here.
Dr. Cliff Smith?
Present.
And Frank Terraferma? Thank you. All right, so with that, as you know, yesterday, if you attended the meeting, we got through all of our projects and looked at them each individually. And so I'd like to see if there's anything that we need to go back to, any other questions that you may have had that need to be resolved. Oh, I get two mics, okay. Special. So I keep turning my head apparently, and you can't hear me on the webinar. All right, so are there any of the commissioners that have any burning questions, anything you need to know before you can score these effectively? Okay, I am not hearing any questions. So commissioners, if you could chime in, is everyone finished with their scoring, or do you need a certain amount of time to complete your scoring? If you need some extra time, if you please speak up now.
I need to tweak one project.
Very good.
I've completed my scoring.
Okay, maybe I should go through the roll call again and just double check. So Dr. Bentz, you need just a couple
I
minutes.
do.
Mr. Browning, are you completed? Or, sorry. Okay. Mr. Drysdale, are you done?
Yes, I've completed it.
Okay. Dr. Francis, are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Rick Gonzalez, I think you're finished.
Yes, I'm good.
Okay. David Hoyt.
Yes, mine are all done.
Okay. Kathleen Kaufman. Finished. Okay. Mr. Phelps, are you finished? Okay. Dr. Cliff Smith.
Yes.
Okay. And Frank Terraferma, are you finished or you need a few more minutes? Okay. All right. Dr. Bench, you want to take maybe like 10 minutes?
Right, I'm having trouble.
That's
logging
okay.
in. I got a new damn password.
That's okay.
It's not taking it.
I know. All right. Well, we'll take about 10 minutes. We'll come
Sorry.
back about, I don't know, 9:20. Is that too much time?
I don't know.
9:15? We'll check at 9:15 back with everybody and see if we can get this resolved. And then we'll be back on the webinar about 9:15. Thank you.
I'm sorry,
We're good to go? We're up and running?
we're up and running.
Okay, perfect. So it's, well, it was 9:15, now it's 9:16. And we're going to reconvene again. Everyone has completed their scoring and is done. And so at this point, I'm going to ask Angie Tomlinson to give us some further instructions. There were a few that were declared ineligible and a couple that had funding reductions. So Angie, would you be able to go over those few and give us any other instructions we need?
So now that all the commissioners have said they're finished scoring, we're going to take another break and go upstairs to our computer and lock the scoring and comments and have the system produce a list in rank order of your average scores. Anything below 80 will still show on the list, but those won't move forward for funding. And there were 4 that the commission voted to make ineligible yesterday and removed from further consideration. So those will just be removed from the panel and they won't be on the list, but I'll read those. City of Lake Butler Historic Holding Sale, which was review order number 18. Nassau County, Evans Rendezvous, and American Beach Restoration Phase 2, which was review order 21. St. Mark's Church, James House Restoration Project, which was review order 24. And Tri-City Baptist Church of Charlotte County, Victory Baptist Prophet Chamber, which was review order number 5 yesterday. We also had the commission vote to reduce one project to based on the removal of non-allowable new construction of a bathroom. And that was review order 14, Hamilton County Board of County Commissioners, Old Hamilton County Jail renovations. The recommended funding, reduced funding amount is $670,000, reduced from $850,000. So we'll make sure that that's updated in the system before we produce the final list. And just for your knowledge, we had a few recusals. Commissioner Gonzalez recused himself from Renaissance Park Youth Camp Family Center, City of Mariana, St. Luke's Church renovation, and the Everglades Society for Historic Preservation Bank of Everglades building. And Commissioner Francis recused himself from the USF John C. Williams House project. So, and those, actually, we looked at those last night after the meeting, and the system just had removed you from them, and the scoring was fine without those scores.
So 4 were ineligible, and how many reductions?
Just one.
Just one.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
So if there aren't any other questions, we'll take, it probably should only take 15, 20 minutes to go up, well, I guess we have to go upstairs and all that, but the system is pretty quick about that, and we'll double check and make sure it looks right. And then we'll print some copies, rough copies for the commissioners in the room, and we'll send an email to the ones that are traveling. Well, we'll send an email to everyone, but so that you can open it if you're attending virtually. And then we'll read it into the record.
Do we want to give you 20 minutes? Would it be 9:40? We can give you to 9:45. Is that?
Yeah, that should work.
Okay. All right. Then we'll reconvene at 9:45. I
Okay.
think, is there a question? We will, but not until the commission has voted to approve. So we'll read them into the record, and then once they're completed, we'll correct or do any ties or anything like
And
that,
they
then
will
give
be
everybody a
posted
list.
online within the next day or two, because we'll create a new list for the secretary, and then we'll post that online. The new list is just cleaned up version of the list, not the rough version.
So yeah, I'll read them verbally into the record so people can hear it on the webinar. But people here, we can get you a actual list, a hard copy list once we're voted.
Angie, isn't it correct if there's a tie that there'll be a vote of the commission to decide which one of those?
No, we changed that in the rules several years ago, so because that could become a little burdensome if we had 10 ties or something. So the guidelines that are in rule, the system breaks the tie, and it's based on the submittal date. So the first submitted is the winner of the tie, quote unquote winner. So that way, y'all don't have to have a motion and vote for every tie. Any other questions? Okay.
All right, we'll reconvene at 9:45. Thanks. Jeremy, are we back on the webinar?
Yes, we're ready to go.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. We were almost on time. It's 9:49, calling us back to order. And the commissioners, now you have a copy of the list for you to go through and check.
Have they received the list via email?
Actually, we should check because everyone, can you confirm online that you have received the email? So let's see. David Hoyt, have you gotten the list?
I have not yet. Hold on, let me refresh.
Okay. Yeah, just check your email. Angie Tomlinson sent you the email just a few minutes ago.
Oh, yep, I got it.
Okay, Mr. Browning, do you have the list?
Yes, I'm looking it up right now. I think I
Okay, Rick
have it.
Gonzalez, do you have the list?
Yes, I do. I have it.
Okay, Mr. Drysdale, do you have the list?
Yes, I do.
And Dr. Smith, do you have the list?
It just arrived. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Okay, did I get everybody that's online for the panel? Is there anybody I missed? All right. So take just a couple minutes and just kind of give me a signal if you're ready to go, I guess. We'll say that we had 3 that fell below 80. So otherwise, everyone is above 80 points.
What's your grand total, Alyssa?
17,261,375. Should be on page
And how
2.
many applications?
46.
49.
Oh, well, 49, but 46 that would we would request funding for. There were 3 that fell below. Is that right? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't gonna read the amounts. I'm gonna read just the score.
I'm ready.
Everybody up here, ready? Okay. Anybody online, if you're not ready, let me know. Give us a shout. Okay. So first, what we'll do is we'll need to vote to accept the list as you see it. And then once you've accepted the list, then I'll read it into the record. So is there a motion to, Mr. Phelps has a motion to accept the list as you've received, and seconded. Is there any discussion? Okay, and Angie, have you already removed the ties or if you want to address that?
The ties are broken by the system, so the order here, the ties are already broken.
Okay, so any ties you see, the one that is first was the one whose application was received and completed first.
Yes.
So that's done by the system, so we don't need to vote on any of the ties. So I do see a few, especially on page 2. Okay. All right, any further discussion on the list before we vote? Okay. Let's see, I don't know if we need to do a voice vote. I think we can just do a regular or a roll call vote. I think we just do a voice vote. All in favor of accepting the list as you've received it, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, so I will, for the benefit of the folks on the webinar and in the audience, I'll read the list and read just the points that it received. And once we get through that, then staff will print those for the folks that are here present with us today, and then we'll put them online, I think in a couple of days, probably, once the secretary.
Yeah, by
chance.
tomorrow, once we've created the list for the secretary, we'll post that list online.
Okay, and I should say that this is still contingent on the secretary's approval, so he does have the ability to go through. And that doesn't usually happen, but he does have that ability. So, all right, we'll start out. Let's do this. All right, rank number 1 is Ka design preservation, historic terracotta and leaded glass windows and doors with 98.2 points. Rank number 2 is Ancient City Baptist Church rehabilitation with 96 points. Number 3 is 2025 Historic Amelia Island Lighthouse Project with 95.2 points. Rank 4th is Trinity Church of St. Augustine rehabilitation, 94.9. Rank 5th is Harrison Rainey Phase 2 mitigation and resilience repairs with a 94.9. Rank number 6 is Phase 1 Osceola County Historic Courthouse preservation, 94.1. Rank number 7, Historic Monticello Opera House restoration Phase 4, 93.8. Rank number 8, First Presbyterian Church Monticello Foundation stabilization, 93.4. Rank number 9, Department of Environmental Protections, Fort Clinch State Park Bastion restoration, 93.1. Rank number 10 is the John C. Williams House, Phase 2 preservation and protection with a 92.7. Rank number 11 is the Sacred Heart restoration, Phase 2 with 92.3. Rank 12 is lightning protection, flood protection, and ADA improvements to historic Key West Armory, 92.2. Rank number 13 is the Tampa Theater, historic Florida Avenue Wing, 92. Rank number 14 is the Auburndale City Hall plaster repair with a 92. Rank number 15 is the Old Florida Exhibit Revitalization. That's the Tallahassee Museum, and that's a 91.7. Rank number 16 is preserving 108-year-old Florida craft art building with a 91.6. Rank number 17 is the Bank of the Everglades building Palladian window with a 91.5. Rank number 18 is the Deerfield Beach Historic Butler House final phase rehabilitation with a 90.6. Rank number 19 is stabilized historic Key West electric generating plant with a 90. Rank number 20, Heritage Village 50th Anniversary Exhibit with 89.8. Rank number 21, Roebling Pump House Roof Rehabilitation at Archbold Biological Station with 89.5. Rank number 22 is Goodwood Museum, the rehabilitation of the Gray Cottage at Goodwood, which is at 89.4. Turn my page here. Rank number 23 is Paradise Missionary Baptist Church rehabilitation with 89.3. Rank number 24 is Lake City City Hall restoration, 89.2. Rank number 25, St. John's Episcopal Church roof restoration, scoring 89. Ranking number 26 is the Caples Mansion and Carriage House exterior renovations, also with an 89. Rank number 27, Ybor City Artist Studios and Gallery historic rehabilitation with an 88. Number 28, the Hammerstein House restoration, also with an 88. Rank number 29, Reflections of Manistee Curry Houses Complex with an 87.8. Rank number 30 is the Hastings Museum and Community Civic Center with an 87.7. Rank number 31 is the Cedar Lakes Quarry Reclamation Museum with an 87.2. Rank number 32 is the Finkelstein House Restoration with an 87.2. Rank number 33 is the renovation of the historic pre-war Boy Scout Lodge, Troop 37 hut, and that's an 86.9. Rank number 34 is the J.S. Shaw and Brothers building facade restoration with an 86.8. Rank number 35 is the St. Luke Church renovation phase 2 with an 86.7. Rank number 36 is the Bel Air Garden Club Remembers restoration, and that's an 86.5. Rank number 37 is the old Hamilton County Jail renovations with an 85.4. Rank number 38 is Endeavor Museum Development Phase 2. That's the Jackson County Board of County Commissioners, and that's an 85.2. Rank number 39 is the City of Hampton City Hall Preservation with an 84.7. Rank number 40 is Fisherman's Landing Restoration with an 84.5. Ranked 41 is Miami Hispanic Cultural Arts Center with 84.3. Ranked 42 is Saving Downtown Bluntstown, and they scored 83.1. Ranked 43 is the Old Richardson School renovation, and they received an 82.8. Ranked 44 is the Carabel Post Office restoration with an 81.2. Ranked 45 is the Underground Museum exhibit replacement. That was Town of Fort Myers Beach, and that they have an 80.8. Rank number 46 is Graham's Place Restoration and Preservation Phase 2, and they received a score of 80.1. Now, below that, we have 3 projects that did not reach the threshold of 80 points, and so I'll read those as well. As we discussed a little earlier, the request for those 46 projects that did rise above 80, that amount requested would be $17,261,375. So the 3 projects that fell below 80 points, number 47, rank number 47 was the Bruce Hall renovation. That was the School Board of Monroe County, and they received a 78.3. Ranked number 48, also below the points, was the Mayor's Park Railway Depot and Caboose, the Town of Fort White, and they received a 77.3. And then the third one is, again, below the threshold. Ranking number 49 is the City of Port St. Joe rehabilitation of the George Washington High and Elementary Gymnasium and Science Building, and they received a 76.3. So that's our list today. Thank you for bearing with me. Are there any questions or comments on the list?
I did not hear who was number 3.
Oh, sure. Number 3 was the historic Amelia Island Lighthouse.
Thank
They
you.
had 95.2.
One from Nassau County, American Beach. What did we,
That's one of the ones that you voted to make ineligible, so
Okay.
they're not on the list.
right. Okay, great, thank you.
I'll rename those. The ineligible ones by a vote of the FHC that are not on the list because they were removed completely. Again, we're City of Lake Butler, the Historic Holding Cell, Nassau County Evans Rendezvous and American Beach Restoration, St. Mark's Church, James House Restoration Project, and Tri-City Baptist Church of Charlotte County, the Victory Baptist Prophets Chamber Project.
Any further comments or questions? Anything you didn't hear, Mr. Phelps?
I just want to thank you for running an excellent meeting.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Alyssa, if we go back to the agenda, we still have other.
I know, I
Okay,
was
cool.
trying to get my agenda quietly
I
here so
got
I
you.
could sneak and see. I think we still have public comment, right?
Yep.
Okay, is that the only thing we still got left on here?
Other business, public comment, and motion to adjourn.
I guess other business, is there other business the commission would like to, or comment on the ranking? Okay, go ahead.
I just wanted to thank all the applicants, either here or who are listening in, and you did such a great job. I know it's a lot of work putting these applications together and pulling all that information, but your job does not end here. So if you heard, the magic number to fund that list is $17.3 million. So that's the magic number, that if we can get the legislature to approve that, then everything on the list will be funded. So keep that number in mind. And now your job is to go spread that word and get people to contact your legislators and tell them what this money would mean for you, what this money would mean for your community, and the importance of this program in its ability to really help save a lot of these really important sites, cultural sites, museums, museum exhibits all over the state of Florida. We have to keep that, you have to keep chirping it in their ear. 'Cause you know what happens as soon as session starts. Like it's a madhouse, and you don't want the historic preservation fund to get cut like the art fund. So go to it.
If I may, Madam Chair, I would just say in support of what Commissioner has said, the earlier you speak to your legislator, the better. Right now, they're not quite as busy as they will be, and the sooner you get to them, the more likely you'll get a good hearing. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that as a commission, what we will do now is I will activate the Florida Historic Preservation Coalition, which is it's an informal organization of the 6 statewide organizations for history and archaeology. And the way it works is that each president of the organization or chair of the executive board of the Historical Society, the Florida Anthropological Society, and others, the Florida Trust, we will the Florida Trust will put together a booklet of all of the projects with a map on where they are in the state, and we'll disperse them to their membership. And their memberships will meet with their local legislators at home with the list, with the one-pager. And so the trust now will go into action. I'll activate the network and tell them the latest, the coalition members. And then probably right after the holidays, the first of the year, they'll activate their membership. And for the months of January and February, the members will be making meetings. We as a commission will be also making the contacts that we happen to have to fund the list, but that has really worked. There was how many years that the special category grants weren't funded? 4, 5. And once we got this coalition together and came up with that strategy with the support of the secretaries, it has been successful. So we will do it again. And so I just want you to know that that's going to be going on in the background with all of our member organizations.
Thank you, Dr. Pence. And I did want to point out too, the 17 million is more than we have received in quite a few years, probably since the early 2000s. Some of that may be because we've increased the threshold. I was just trying to count. I think there was about 7 that were over that 500,000 mark. If you are not familiar with the program, this is the first year that we've gone from a max of $500,000 up to $1 million, partially because of the recommendation, but structural cost. And then also because we kept seeing people come back over and over and over again for different phases, which is totally fine. But we hope to prevent that some. So 17 million is a bigger ask than we have done in the past. I think we got about 8 or 9 million last year.
3 years ago, we got fully funded. It was around 14,
was around-
I think.
Okay.
And the last 2 years, we got just under 9 million, so 8.9, I think, something like that.
So we're close, but yeah, it's going to take a little extra effort to get us to that 17 million amount. Any other comments? All right, any other comments before we move on to other business? Okay, do we have other business? I know that we've discussed when we do have a business meeting of the Historical Commission, which we were not able to do this time, that we have kind of a running list for things that you have brought up that we would like to have on the agenda to discuss surrounding the grants next time. I think probably we meet in February. Is that probably next time? Rabin, when is the next National Register meeting? Do you know what that?
Decided December 12th.
Okay, so they've got to meet and then they'll set the calendar, set the calendar for the next year. So then that will give us some indication of, we try to pair those if we can, do one in the afternoon on say a Thursday and then FHC in the morning.
What was that date for the people online?
I'm sorry?
What was that date for the people online?
December 12th is the National Register meeting. So that will be when we decide the National Register meetings for 2025. And that may reflect when the FHC will meet. We can pair those together. All right. Any other business?
Like to thank staff, all of you up there in the booth too. It's just, it's a lot of work for you because as much as we have to read these grants, you all are having to read them in duplicate and really get into the nitty gritty in order to make sure we know if they complied or not and if stuff was missing or not. So take the day off.
We have small matching grant panel tomorrow, so.
Yeah, we have small matching grants tomorrow and
Well, okay, then you get the day after that off.
Yes.
But thank you so much. Thank you so much to staff.
yeah, and I'll back that up and say how nice it is. I have obviously been more involved in the planning of this meeting in my previous positions. I've been director for a couple of years. And so honestly, I just showed up and it was all here for me and I was able to do the meeting. So thank you for everybody that did the background research and reviews and meeting setup.
Fix the sound.
And the sound, yes.
you.
I've already thanked the IT people and everybody in the department that was involved in fixing the sound. And we'll continue to work on the auditorium. I think maybe we can talk them into getting a couple monitors up here so we don't have to crane our necks talking to them yesterday. So more to come. And any other business today before we take public comment? Okay, then do we have any public comment?
I just wanna wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, thank you, Rick. Drive safe on your way home.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any public comment? Any hands raised?
All right, if you're online and wish to make public comment, please raise your hand so we can recognize you. We have Cody McLeod.
Mr. McLeod, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Move a little closer to your mic. I can faintly hear you.
How about now?
That's much better. Thank you.
Yes, just real quick on behalf of St. Johns County, we wanted to thank you, Director Lotane, and the commission, and note that St. Johns County is fully supportive of the efforts of Hastings Main Street. So thank you very much.
That's wonderful. Thank you. All right. Any other folks online? And then we can go to the audience too in a moment.
Next, we have Mary Lou Hildreth.
Ms. Hildreth, can you hear us?
Yeah, hi. Thank you very much. And on behalf of the city of Hampton, I thank you. Third time seems to be the charm, but I hope you all strongly consider the suggestions that were brought forward in yesterday's meeting regarding the smaller rural communities that don't need as much money, because I'm assuming if you can only get 10 million and not 17 million, then whoever's the top 10 million are the ones that get it, and the rest of us that even though we score don't get funded. And I think the other thing to consider is this is fiscal year 2026, and as we all know, I've got some other grants that you get them awarded 2 years, and 2 years later, as we all know and we discussed, the costs go up and then we have to come back for more money. So but thank you very much. I'm very pleased for my community, and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much. And that is on our list for the next business meeting with the FHC to discuss the scoring and the smaller projects.
We have Poppy Mercier.
Ms. Mercier, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you. And I just wanted to first thank you all, because I can just imagine 53 times the amount of work that you all did for us, and it's really appreciated. And also I wanted to say the differences that you make with some of the policies, like last year, I know that there was a discussion about changing some of the match for the organizations. That made a huge difference for us going into this phase 3, because luckily we got city support for the first couple of phases, but the third one, it looked like we were pretty much on our own. But because of that change, we have no problem with being able to do that. So I just wanted to tell you that the changes that you make do have great impacts and they're appreciated. And I hope you have a good Thanksgiving also.
Thank you so much. I was glad to see that the commission supported that reduction too. So,
Yeah, that was good. That made the difference.
all right. Anybody else online?
Finally, we have Taylor Beck.
Are you there with us?
Hey everyone, yes, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
My apologies, I missed the first half of the final score and ranking, and I just wanted to see if you could provide the ranking of Osceola County Board of County Commissioners. And thank you guys for everything.
Is this the historic courthouse, Osceola County Historic Courthouse?
Correct.
Congratulations, you ranked number 6 with a score of 94.1.
Wonderful, thank you so much. Thank you guys.
Yeah. And again, we'll put this out on the list or out on the web in a couple of days. Anybody else missed one, let us know. Jeremy, is there anyone
No
else?
more hands raised online.
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to make a public comment? Thanks for sticking with us through all this time. I saw some of you at the beginning. Leslie, did you have a comment? We'll get you paper. Yeah, if you're here, we're gonna pass out the hard copy. Yeah. All right. Any other business to take care of? Or actually, we already did that. So any other public comment? Anyone I missed? Thank you. Thanks for being here. All right. So I guess we're ready to adjourn. Do I have a motion to adjourn? I can always count on you for a motion to adjourn. That's why I looked at you. All right. Thank you. Second. All right. We are adjourned at 10:15, record time. Thank you so much for all this.
Bye, everybody.
Bye all.